Hi, this is Gordon, and I want to give you a quick picture of what's here for you as parents or extended family members. If you have a teenager, you are trying to parent someone on a heroic journey. There is no recipe for that. In fact, it means that we as parents are on our own journey of change, so we're dealing with two journeys. I'm going to quickly cover 4 topics here to give you an overview of the challenge and of the resources on the site. The first topic is the basic nature of your teenager's journey, what to expect, what's normal and natural. The second topic is the awkward dance of transitioning from a parent-child relationship to a parent-teen relationship to a parent-adult relationship. Then there are 2 sets of guidelines. The first set is of guidelines designed to help you support your teenager's journey. The second set of guidelines is for supporting your own journey as a parent. Finally, there are a few notes on how to use the site. So, what is this teen heroic journey about? Basically, teenagers are on a 10-year heroic journey from childhood to young adulthood. It might sound strange, but their journey is literally a heroic journey, just as in the myths like the Odyssey, or in the Hunger Games, or Harry Potter. If we think about it, they have to leave their known world of childhood and venture forth into the unknown of being a teenager. While there, they are challenged and tested in lots of ways, and they grow and develop in the process, eventually becoming young adults. There are 7 key characteristics of that journey. First, the heart of their journey is about becoming the author of their lives. They go from being dependent children to independent young adults. They go from others determining what they will do to getting better and better at making decisions and determining the course of their own lives. Second, they face 3 core challenges on their journey. They must form an identity as a young adult, and that now includes their online identity. They must develop a whole range of new and more mature relationships, which can be with you, their peers, romantic partners, or other adults. And they must build a whole range of competencies, from academic competencies and self-management competencies to the competencies required to live as an independent young adult. Third, they are tested in 3 different ways by these core challenges. They must let go of the old ways of childhood, discover and master the new ways of young adulthood, and deal with a long period of being in between childhood and young adulthood, which can be called in-betweenity. Fourth, they will grow physically, intellectually, emotionally, socially, and spiritually. Their growth won't always be obvious, and unfortunately, most of that growth will take place outside their comfort zones, which is a tough place to be. Fifth, the journey will be a roller coaster experience. There are lots of emotional ups and downs as well as successes and setbacks along the way. They need to develop their courage, perseverance, and resilience to deal with that. Sixth, what matters is their trajectory on their journey. It's a 10-year journey, not a semester course, so the key is whether they are moving forward in dealing with the 3 core challenges, or are stuck, or going in reverse. It will naturally be a roller coaster experience, but hopefully the overall trajectory is upward. And 7th, it is critical to be connected to others on the journey. For most teens, this is a tough issue. Some are introverts, many are insecure about what they bring to relationships, and strong relationship skills haven't been built yet because of inexperience. And everyone is changing and a moving target, so it's tough to find and maintain the fit that's required for a relationship. The key is to establish a web of relationships with peers, trusted adults, groups, and organizations, including online. The second topic here is the awkward dance of the teen-parent relationship. If you think about the parent-child relationship, it develops over 12 years. There is consistent change, but rarely anything overly dramatic. All of a sudden, that changes because our son or daughter went from being a child to being a teenager with the task of becoming a young adult. They can't do that in a healthy way if the relationship with us stays parent-child. The central challenge of this dance is parents letting go of control and teenagers taking on responsibility. This is a dance that is often not very graceful because it is just tough to get the timing right and for each party to take the risks and learn and change. Everybody has to let go of the old ways of relating, discover and master new roles, and live through all the in-betweenity. That's an experience we share with our teenagers on their teen journey. It's just going to be an awkward dance, and there was no way around that. We can't learn a new dance without stepping on toes and looking awkward and getting frustrated. Unfortunately, developing a healthy teen-parent relationship is a lot tougher than learning a new dance. But it's wonderful at those times when we hit a good rhythm and are in sync. There is a very good 4-box model for looking at this dance. It looks at how well we as parents are letting go of control and how well our teenager is taking on responsibility. As with a teen journey in general, it's the trajectory that matters, and we might go back and forth between some of these 4 boxes. There is a very brief overview of each box here and much more on the site. The first box, where parents let go and teens fail to take on responsibility, is the most dangerous. It just leaves teenagers very vulnerable and often adrift. The second box, where parents fail to let go and teenagers fail to take on responsibility, is problematic because both partners are refusing to go forward and the pressure and conflict build. This can be a close but unhealthy relationship. The third box, where a teenager is taking on responsibility but parents aren't letting go, can be extraordinarily frustrating for the teenager and can lead to increasing distance in the relationship. The teenager is trying to move forward and the parents are stuck. The fourth box, where parents let go and teenagers take on responsibility, is obviously the desired relationship. But it only results from a lot of awkward dancing, a lot of perseverance and resilience and learning. There is usually a good deal of bouncing from box to box before getting to number 4. The third topic here is a set of guidelines for supporting your teenager's journey. Every journey is different, but there are some guidelines that are generally adaptable. They provide a good starting point, and you can adapt them and add to them as you like. First, stay connected. It's a 10-year journey at least. The key is to manage to stay present and connected, although the level of connection will vary. Our teenagers need to be able to find us when they need safety or when it's just to distance themselves or reject us. Second, avoid diminishing. We can be tough, firm, and demanding, but we cannot diminish our teenager. Teenagers can be surprisingly vulnerable, and we can be surprisingly powerful in their world, even if it doesn't look like it. Third, seek first to understand, then to be understood. This classic principle is valuable for any relationship from personal to business. Listening communicates caring, openness, and interest, and it's how we learn a great deal about our teenagers. Fourth, keep looking at your teenager with fresh eyes. The changes often come without warning, so it's easy to miss the growth. We can easily end up trying to relate to someone who isn't there anymore. They've moved on, and we haven't seen it. Fifth, remember that everyone is learning the way. Every journey is full of surprises, setbacks, stumbles, mistakes, and frustrations. So forgive, recover, make amends, celebrate small steps and successes, learn from mistakes and setbacks, encourage yourself and your teenager. Sixth, catch your teenagers doing things right. Positive feedback is the most powerful feedback, but it has to be authentic. This usually takes some discipline, as our teenagers often don't make it easy. Seventh, model the way. Teenagers may block out or forget a lot of what we say, but they won't miss much of what we do. And we are always doing, so we are always influencing. Eighth, help connect teens to other adults. This is surprisingly important and often overlooked. The more trusted adults a teenager has a relationship with, the better. They will naturally distance from us, so the question is, what trusted adults can they connect to? The fourth topic is a set of guidelines for supporting your journey as a parent. These are just guidelines, starting points. Everyone has to find their own way. Number 1, remember, you are on a heroic journey also. We will be tested and challenged just like our teenagers. If we as parents don't move forward on our journey, we have no chance of staying connected to our teenagers as they go forth on their journeys. Number 2, get and stay aligned with your partner or partners in parenting. This can be tough. The parenting challenge is complex and has no recipe to follow, and it requires consistent learning and adapting. Just stay alert to aligning and realigning as the journey unfolds. Number 3, get used to the roller coaster experience. Our teenagers are on a roller coaster, and we will be too. There will be highs and lows, and sometimes calm. Like roller coasters, we hang on and try to enjoy the ride. Number 4, create your own support network and take care of yourselves and each other. Parenting can wear us out or at least wear us down at times. We need to take care of ourselves so that we can be present and bring our best as parents. Number 5, talk to other parents. Join or form a parent group, talk with other parents in the neighborhood, at school, at games, or at performances. The Teen Heroic Journey is a good framework for discussions with other parents, just as it is for conversations with teenagers. As parents, we need to support each other, a lot. Number 6, consistently educate yourself. We essentially learn the way in parenting teenagers. The more we know and the more perspectives we can adopt, the better. There's a lot of good information out there about teenagers and parenting. Having a growing base of knowledge can make a critical difference. In terms of how to use the site, the key is to just be curious. Just look for ways to adapt the Teen Heroic Journey to your role as a parent. The journey is not a recipe for how to be a parent, it's simply the fundamental story of being a teenager. There will be something here for everyone, but that something will be different for everyone. Just be curious. There is more information for you in the printed section on the parent role, and you can explore any of the 4 main sections on the site, which are the 3 core challenges of identity, relationships, and competencies, what teenagers can expect on the journey, how teenagers can manage their journey, and the section on special topics, other resources, and quotes. Just be curious.